Good day and welcome back to the Flying Doctor channel. Today we're at Baltimore International Airport where we will be trying out a new airline for the channel called Sun Country Airline. As you can see in the background, it is a bit cloudy and rainy, so I'm gonna get inside, we're gonna get checked in and see what Sun Country Airline's all about. So sit back, relax, get ready for another flight review. As we make our way from the parking structure to the check-in counter, here's a brief introduction to Sun Country Airlines. This ultra-low-cost carrier was founded in 1982 and is headquartered in Eagan, Minnesota. During its infancy, the airline operated as a leisure-oriented carrier serving vacation destinations. Over the years, Sun Country has undergone several ownership changes and business transformations. The airline's fleet is made up of Boeing 737s that are used for both scheduled passenger services and chartered flights. As an ultra-low-cost carrier, Sun Country focuses on providing affordable travel options with a no-frills approach, charging passengers for additional services beyond the basic ticket price. Like all other airlines, Sun Country has experienced financial challenges during its history, but has managed to adapt its business model and continues to expand its route network within the United States and into parts of Mexico, Central America, and the Caribbean. I guess some Americans might think Minneapolis is in a different country. In reality, however, this terminal is dedicated to foreign carriers like British Airways, Condor, Copa, Iceland Air, and Play, in addition to Sun Country, Frontier, and Avelo. Yes.
Thank you. So you're going to gate D5. We start boarding at 11:15. Security's going to be straight down that hall to your left, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
After breezing through security, I did a little walkthrough of Concourse D and E as I had never walked through E before. Check out my series called Rollerboard Diaries to explore airports from the perspective of a rollerboard luggage, including today's walkthrough. As with most of my flight reviews, they begin with the obligatory lounge visit. I must have been spoiled in recent years by Delta because my expectations for an airport lounge are always missed when I visit one of the Club branded oases. The Club at BWI is a tight space with limited views outside and limited snacks and beverages.
I love talking.
While it does offer a bit more relaxation and the opportunity to grab a small bite, I guarantee you'll find more room to spread out, charge your devices, and likely an even quieter corner tucked away somewhere else within the expanses of Concourse E midday. I lost track of time trying to explore a closed-off wing of Terminal D and reversed course to the gate where boarding had begun. Today's flight is on an 18-year-old Boeing 737, registered November 808 Sierra Yankee. The flight will last almost 2.5 hours and cover a distance of 1,500 kilometers. Just before scanning my boarding pass, I tried to organize my bag as efficiently as possible, transferring as many bulky items to my sweatshirt to limit the likelihood of having to pay $65 at the gate for a checked personal item. Boarding pass in hand and bag back on my back, I scanned my boarding pass and unexpectedly breezed right on past the gate agent onto the jet bridge.
Not your coat, not a blanket, your feet. Also, if you have on earbuds or headphones, you can do us a really big favor. Only put one ear in so that you can hear the announcement. Please and thank you. Welcome aboard.
There are no entertainment screens or deployable screens from the ceiling, so flight attendants demonstrated safety precautions by hand.
Signs, posted placards, and criminal instructions. This aircraft has a four-door exit.
I would have to say that Sun Country FA safety demo was a blend of the more traditional routine safety briefings and one you may find on an airline like Southwest. There was some degree of spontaneity.
Emergency, look for the red hand on the down. All exits are clearly marked.
After the safety briefing, the aircraft was pushed from the gate and spun around before we taxied on Bravo to runway 28.
Ground Figure 194, push Delta 5.
Sun Country 194, Baltimore ground, pushback approval.
Push through, Figure 194. Ground Figure 194, ready
1904 runway 28 taxi via Bravo, remain this frequency for sequencing.
Alright, 28 via Bravo, this freak, second 194.
Sun Country 1904, continue taxi Bravo, follow the southwest straight ahead at the end.
Okay, Bravo, follow southwest, second 194.
Country 194 Tower, 28 line up away.
28 line up away, second 194.
Country 194, wind 310 at 828, clip takeoff.
Clever takeoff, second 194.
As the aircraft hurtled down the runway, the precipitation that had accumulated on the fuselage was blown off, leaving me with a much clearer view outside.
Country 194, contact departure.
Departure 194.
After popping out of the clouds, I thought I would check out what was available in the seat back pocket. In addition to the safety card, Sun Country includes an easy-to-understand set of instructions for connecting your Wi-Fi-enabled device to the aircraft's network to stream content. There's also an advertisement for the airline's credit card, which, unless you live in Minneapolis or visit frequently, is probably not something many people are interested in. I was interested in how extensive the in-flight entertainment options were, considering Sun Country is an ultra-low-cost carrier. Remembering back to my recent experience on a Velo, my in-flight entertainment options on that particular flight included looking out the window or communicating with my seat neighbor. After following the steps to connect, I was pleased with the catalog. The streaming portal is not extremely user-friendly, but I'm sure most would find it manageable. Granted, I only have a Velo to compare them to. At this point, Sun Country is pulling away in the race to be the best ultra-low-cost carrier. Flipping over the entertainment/credit card advert, I was surprised to see a snacks and drinks for purchase menu. Not only does Sun Country offer reasonably priced snacks and drinks, they also have a handful of complimentary name brand drink options. In terms of legroom, it is tight. But you know what? It's not tight enough to prevent me from representing my free advertisement for Delta Airlines. Right after finishing up my cup of ice water, we began our initial descent into Minneapolis. The pilot voiced over the PA our scheduled arrival time and gate, as well as the weather on the ground, keeping the passengers informed along the journey.
Flight ticket to 194, 10,000, 339,000, heading 20.
Sun Country 194, Mini, roger.
As we dip below 10,000 feet, let's take a look at how Sun Country compares to other airlines and what my thoughts are on the trip. The airline is headquartered in Minneapolis, and this is dramatically reflected when looking at their route map. Because of this single hub and spoke model, Sun Country is not an airline you should expect to rely on for moving around the country. Many of their destinations are served once daily, making connections unreasonable.
Sun Country 194, 5 from Pigs Eye, cross Pigs Eye at 5,000, cleared ILS 30 left approach, maintain speed 210.
Cross Pigs Eye, 5,000, cleared ILS 30 left and 227.
Sun Country 194, reduce speed to 170 to Narco, contact tower 126.7.
179.26.
From what I've gathered, Sun Country has a dozen or so destinations that are always served, while the remainder of the destinations are seasonal and availability floats.
194, ILS 3 left.
Country 194, Mass Tower number 2, following company, traffic will hold position, wind 280 at 4, runway 30 left, clear 2 land.
Land 2 left.
As the ranking for #1 affordable altitude experiences carrier gains a second competitor, Avelo Airlines' unchallenged reign is ending. After arriving at the airport and proceeding to the check-in counter, the service and speed of the ticketing agent was positive and similar to that which I had experienced with Avelo. Once at the gate, the polite atmosphere of the Sun Country staff and the boarding passengers made the boarding process smooth and efficient. Expecting drama similar to what I had experienced in Orlando with Avelo Airlines, this efficient boarding process had me questioning whether Sun Country was like other ultra-low-cost carriers. Once aboard the aircraft, this particular Sun Country Boeing 737 showed some signs of heavy use throughout its life. Scuff marks along the ceilings and side paneling, small rips or tears in seat cushions or fabrics, and a couple of stains on the carpet. These are mainly cosmetic and the aircraft was by and large clean, but this is one category that Avelo beat out Sun Country on. In-flight entertainment was available for free to stream to your own device, and there was a selection of food and drink options available. Flight attendants were knowledgeable, assistive, and easy to interact with. The total cost for today's flight was $103.90, which included 2 extra purchases on top of the base fare. If it weren't for the slightly outdated and dirty cabins, Sun Country doesn't lack much to be compared on the same stage against the big 3, United, American, or Delta. Sun Country provides a very good product for a very affordable price. Would I fly with Sun Country in the future? I would absolutely do so if their schedule aligned with mine and I was able to reach my intended destination. However, the airline's business model may be a linchpin that prevents them from expanding outside of leisure and vacation into more business-oriented markets. As always, thanks for watching. See ya!